Hi there. Happy New Year. It's currently January the 1st. Um, so I've not posted for a while, and I know I said like in the intro that I'd be posting daily and I'd be posting my struggles and blah 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 blah. And I could say it's because of the holidays, seeing family and stuff, but it's not. I've seen no one. The reason being is because I failed myself. So, a little bit of backstory that I've not mentioned yet. I am an addict, and I have been my whole life, really. I've had spells where I've been sober for a year or whatever, but I've always gone back. I'm an addict, and the night of the 26th, morning of the 27th, I messed up badly after being sober for nearly 6 months. No fault of the people I was around, it's just me, my own weakness. The night of the 26th, so I'm going to say day 1, 28th, making today, I am 5 days sober today. It's hard, but I bought medical marijuana and I was trying that instead of normal marijuana. And the reason for that is because the last batch of street marijuana, if you will, I failed a drug test at work on, amphetamine. And that made me realise that I'm not necessarily smoking just THC. So that day I switched to legal stuff, that medical grade stuff, high CBD, and it's like 2.7 THC. However, since my slip up last Thursday, I ended up having 2 lines of cocaine. Really good cocaine and all, but nevertheless. I had 2 lines of cocaine. Shh. And then, so 3 days later, when I'd finally stopped beating myself up about it, I guess, I decided enough's enough. No more drink, no more drugs, no more legal drugs of any kind. So I got rid of my legal stuff and I've stopped drinking, and I've also come off my medication from the doctors. The reason being, because I've done it before, I will start abusing the medication that I'm on. The main reason is it's because it's to help me sleep, stop the night terrors. And it really does. However, I know in myself that because it's a sleeper, it's classed as an opiate and stuff, if you fight the urge to sleep, you have a buzz off it. And I will start using that thinking, oh, it's fine, it's legal. But it's not, because one of the biggest, worst periods of my life was a few years ago. So I don't know if you can see it on camera. No, not really. It's too bright. Yeah, can you see the scar here? And then the puncture hole there, punctual. There it is, big one. So years ago, a dog, yeah, I thought this would be a lot easier. So years ago, I was looking after this dog. Basically, it had issues at its previous home, and me being a dog lover, I was like, well, it's okay because I've not got kids, I've not got people, it's just I've got me and I've got a few dogs. I'll look after it instead of it getting put down. So I lived in a flats, and it were like 2 flats shared and then a balcony, and why am I so nervous? I want a fag, but I'm trying not to smoke on camera as well. So years ago, this dog, it was in the garden. Next door neighbour has a daughter, and daughter were like, oh my god, cute dog, because it was a very cute dog. And I seen the dog was about to like react aggressively towards her. So I pulled the dog back from the gate, because it were on the gate. I pulled the dog back to protect the girl, and in doing so, the dog ripped my thumb off my hand. And the hospital prescribed me some painkillers and whatever else. However, the painkillers they described me, there was some high-level pain relievers, and they were dissolvable, and I didn't know at the time. It was only 6 months later when I was at the doctor's and just talking about my medication and whatnot, and they realised, oh, you shouldn't still be on them. And I'm like, well, you've just kept giving them me and blah, blah, blah. And they were like, yeah, you really shouldn't be on them. They're highly addictive. And it was only when that was pointed out, and then the doctor had to wean me off them, and the sickness and everything, that I was like, wow. So I know even prescription drugs can be life-changing, threatening. So I've spoken with my current doctor about my current medication, and it's not there to help with my depression or anything, it's just there to help with sleep. So the doctor agreed that she thinks it's wise what I'm doing. I'm stopping them too. So yeah, that was one of the worst times. And after that, I kind of like, okay, and I dabbled in a bit of this and that. But I've always, from the age of 8, I have smoked weed. My mother smoked weed. My mother dealt weed. I have always, weed has just been second nature in my life. And I've always smoked it up until 5 days ago. And the reason I'm stopping that is because I want to do it. I just want to be off everything. I posted a video on my personal Facebook. I've not made a connecting one for this yet. But it's getting a lot of traffic, a lot of views. And I went to Fleetwood a couple of days ago and just spent after that night with the drugs and everything, I really disappointed myself. So I took a couple of days, went out to Fleetwood, and I was on the beach, and it were nice. And I just did a heartfelt, I'm sorry I'm a mess, but this is me, and I am changing, I want to change. And I did it on Facebook, knowing family, friends from the past would see it, and they'd be like, okay. And yeah, so I'm doing it so that my son's got family again and this, that, the other. But I'm mainly doing it for me. I'm 35 now, and I want to live till 40. I'm already having minor issues with my heart because of all the drugs, and I can feel it. It's a heart murmur, and yeah, I can feel it. So there is times like when I'm overstressed and overexcited, not that excited, but you know what I mean, overexcited. I feel it and it scares me. So even though I started 5 days early, this is my promise to myself. I am willing and wanting to get sober and stay sober. And yeah, I've got a few reasons, my son mainly, but I'm doing it for me. Because if you don't want to do it for yourself, that little bit of willpower that you think you've got can quickly, and I mean quickly, disappear. I know, I've tried before. I smoke fags, tobacco, and eventually I will stop that when the time's right. But I think right now I need to smoke for my stress and everything else. I need, if I get rid of nicotine too, then I'm either going to end up seriously ill or do something stupid because of my anger. 1 second. Stop licking each other. I love you, but you're making him bold. I know he's your baby. And Dobby, if you sit on his head, because I can't see him, it doesn't work, does it? Good lad. So yeah, I'm Stephen. I am an addict. My kryptonite, the stuff I enjoyed, vodka, ecstasy, old school MDMA, like rock form. Yeah, it's cocaine, cannabis, and anything I'm prescribed that helps with pain and stuff. Codeine. Yeah, codeine was the main one. So I'm 5 days sober. And here's to becoming 5 years sober. Forever sober. It's scary. I am scared. I'm struggling to sleep. I'm pulling out my hair because of how easily I can get stuff. But I'm fighting it. Some days are going to be ugly. Some days are going to be pretty. And I'm going to try record most of it. But yeah, so, yeah, that's me. Look forward to seeing you again. Okay. Love you, bye.